little. Oh, there we go.
Awesome.
All right. Oh, you just stared into the. All right.
This is O.B.A.W.
This is O.B.A.W. It stands for Once Before, Always Was Storyteller Society. Now, sharing time. We can sit for this. We don't need to. The camera's just there
So,
because it needs to.
Basically, I'm your representative as well as Lewis. Lewis made it, this whole group, and hopefully we're trying to expand on it. And right now we're just establishing like our foundations. We're working on some stories, shared stories, short stories together, and I'm really excited to dive into that.
Yeah. Right. Okay. That's good intro. We can sit down now. Okay, first one, that's mine. Allow me to introduce.
Okay.
Bam! How to make a birthday cake at the end of time. We're gonna have a little read through.
Okay. Mix a cup and half of flour with 2 large eggs. Sprinkle a tad bit of extracted sugar from the subterranean warming chambers and some regular old baking powder. Retrieve almonds from the nearest bunker head for milk. Make sure to use decontaminated water. We don't want our clients glowing. Add the mix, stir until you get a soft yellow mixture, then proceed to bake it for 40 minutes. Remove and add cream to cover up the cracks. It ain't much, and it is expensive as hell, but hey, not many people celebrate birthdays after the end of the world.
Yeah! Woo!
So, Lewis, can you tell me a little bit about how this relates to hope?
Okay, so our big theme last time was we're gonna write a 100-word flash fiction excerpt with the theme of hope.
Mm-hmm.
Now I intended this actually to be a, you know how, think of it as you're a boss, right? Or you're a veteran baker, right? Leaves a little note for like a newbie, a new employee.
Mm-hmm.
That's
What
I made it look like it's a recipe, granted, but I made it look like a little note because you can see we don't want our clients glowing, and but hey, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so more personal.
Yeah, I made it more personal, and I feel like so I hinted that hope here when with the last sentence, like it's not much and it's very it's a big luxury to have, but not many people have it after the end of the world, so after something bad, but some still do, so that's alluding that's alluding to the concept of hope there a bit, and the idea for it is to make a soft apocalypse. So you know how those world becomes actually more beautiful after the apocalypse and stuff like that. I wanted to make something like that, except the apocalypse is actually bad, but this is like a glimmer of light.
It's like yeah, makes sense. So I saw here, it reminds me of something that you'd see like in a bunker. Like you're getting all your ingredients, and you almost forgot about your birthday this year because of how little people are caring about their own lives.
Yes.
That's what I got from it, but I have no clue what the world you built for this was.
But you can see that it's like after the end of the world, right? With the subterranean warming chambers. I have no idea what those are. Bunker heads. I made that stuff up. So I think. Any suggestions?
For me. For me, like the concept of hope is too how do I say it? It's not explicit. It's more implicit.
Okay.
I feel like you could have made obviously this is very creative of you, and I recognize that it's like a really cool concept, but maybe like include less like instructions so much and more hinting into the hope element, you know?
I see. That yeah, I'm getting okay. So if we can take away some stuff, maybe I'll expand on like decontaminated water. Like maybe I can introduce like you gotta bargain hard for that. You gotta
Like the resources are
yeah,
limited.
and then with that we can more or less hint toward like okay, we gotta give a lot for this. It will only appear when we're really desperate. You know, it's like the last thing in Pandora's box, blah blah. Something like that. So that's hope. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Now, your turn. Your turn.
Okay.
Hope. Let me read this. From the sky to the deep root, nothing breathed. Everything was still, a solitary rock floating in the eternal cosmos. The smallest hint of something, a sentient being, a consciousness, a word, a whisper, a stretch, a twitch, and breath was absent. Somehow life found its way. To then be taken away, enslaved by its own creations, tossed in a bag and beaten with the fists of billions. Its last gasp, a dying breath, came out a shallow verse. I pray for us. I don't know what I have done to deserve this punishment, but I have faith. All right. Can you explain your rationale?
Okay, so basically, I wanted to lean into kind of like it was like an introduction of maybe like a movie or something.
I see.
I wanted it to be kind of like, not so much from the fairy tale, more like kind of like
Brothers Grimm.
Yeah, like dystopian element, you know? And I also was kind of like leaning in this part. I was talking about like how humans today have impacted our environment, and basically like I was trying to say that although life can like really fuck you up sometimes, it's gonna be okay, and there will always be solutions. So yeah, that's what I leaned into the category. If you have any questions about it.
Yeah, actually, I was wondering what, like, you used the deep root. Is it purely a figurative choice, or does deep root, or is it like a concept? Because the sound of deep root sounds like a really cool concept.
Okay, so basically, I wanted to kind of like give two completely contrasting perspectives. So like one being the sky, super like high in the atmosphere, and then the deep root, I wanted it to be kind of like almost leaning into the fantasy element, where you have like these like things of life like way beneath the ground that many people don't know about, and it's like hinting at maybe something more like fantastical than the normal world.
It reminds me of Elden Ring, actually.
Does it actually?
Yeah. There's a thing in there called Deep Root.
Really?
Yeah, there's a place in there called Deep Root Depths.
Oh wow.
And it's a burial ground.
Okay.
So that was really cool to me. Oh, and something else was that when I read this part, somehow life found its way. My first instinct was life as in human life. But now that you explained it, it sounds more like bacterial from the start to a tree to nature.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
And then I saw like to then, so how I interpreted it, because I thought that this was human life, right? Somehow life found its way to then be taken away, enslaved by its own creations, blah blah blah, fists of billions. I thought this part was talking about like capitalism and like the human experience of eternal suffering and that stuff.
Yeah.
But I like it.
Thanks.
Although one concern I have
What's your concern?
is this part. So it says, okay, I get your like what's the word? Your subversion.
Yeah.
From here, okay, you got get it beat down, and then it says I have faith. I get this. It's like a very oh god, I forgot how to speak. I know that it's it alludes to hope. But I feel like this is a bit too abrupt.
Okay. Like just, I feel like this was coming good, and then I felt like I was getting to the word count here. I didn't want to go over it, so I was kind of trying to still make it like elusive to the text and like make it kind of like flow, but I kind of had to like, I don't know,
trim it down.
Yeah. The last verse was meant to be kind of like a religious text.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, yeah, this is. Yeah, now that you mention it, because I am still looking at this with the premise that life means human life. Hello!
What? It's just you two?
Yeah, there's a MIN meeting right now, so
that's
a lot like.
Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Are we still recording?
Yeah, we're still
Okay,
recording.
so
It's
the
fine.
recording's right there.
It's fine.
Just doing some intro.
We're just doing a hearing of last session's work. So we both wrote 100 words, talking about hope, flash fiction. This is for this piece. Take a look. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think. I can't say for sure. I guess structure-wise, there's a lot of separate sections, and then there's a lot of what do you call this? I'm not really good at analyzing text, guys, but I noticed there's a lot of what's the term? You like to compare a lot of things to a different thing.
Oh,
there's a lot of structure.
Yeah. Like this. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, okay. Structure-wise, we can do that, but mainly we're just talking about how this makes me feel. I think about that.
Yeah, like what I meant, I kind of meant. Sorry, how do I put this into words? When I saw how there's like different ways to explain what hope is that what it's trying to say? I guess it's kind of like expounding like how different a person can feel or like connect with hope or whatever like that.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
I just kind of scanned it, so.
Yeah, that's right. And then there's mine. You want to read mine?
Sure.
You need to read mine.
This is not about hope? It is.
It is about hope. Both.
How to
both
make
are.
a birthday cake at the end of time. I love that. Mix a cup and half a flour with 2 large eggs. Sprinkle a tad bit of extra sugar from the subterranean warming chambers and some regular baking powder. Retrieve almonds from the nearest bunker head from the I love this. I love that. Obviously, it's like what do you call this? Post-apocalyptic effect. Like I imagine like a family, like under their basement, and they're like they only have like small food left. I love that idea because like it's kind of like saying like hope is like a silver lining to every like dark storm or whatever you call it.
You know, an interesting thing about this was that the original name was supposed to be bakery at the end of time. And there was supposed to be like I did make a longer piece, so I made an 800 word. I expanded on this, and there's an 800 word something piece where it's talking about a bakery and how they get their resources for cake, and how they make the cake, and how they deliver the cake. It's like a very streamlined, like it's like a report even, except the big premise is that it's at the end of time. So all the processes, like that way, okay, this is more like towards the viewer, the reader now. When you get, I really like to give them a very daily life concept. For example, washing clothes, and then you put in a bombastic topic, like for example, in a zombie apocalypse. I need to get laundry done in a zombie apocalypse. How am I gonna do that? And that's how you get you get the start of a story.
There's a anime that's really good. It's kind of like that. Do you know
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
Zoma 100?
Oh, I do.
It's like he's trying to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna live his best life.
Oh yeah, I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
I see the parallels. All right, since we got one unofficial member here, we can do the little introduction.
Are you like co something like that? No. Is he also an unofficial member?
No, he's official. I have two official members.
Oh, okay.
Fergus and Solomon.
Okay, that's cool. Going forward.
Right.
Did Solomon submit a tax?
No, actually,
Yeah.
he did not have anything on the Google Docs, and he didn't send anything to me personally.
Really?
I was actually I really want to.
We have to come up with a punishment.
Yeah, we gotta. We'll keep that in mind. Okay. Basically, quick run through. You know this already, but O.B.A.W once before always was Storyteller Society, more of a creative writing focus, but big channel publications, story writing, suggestion given, a lot of INGs are going on here, but that's what we are. And let me do the big bombastic thing. Right. Do you want to write good? Or at least know how to write? Do you want to make an elaborate backstory on your original characters? Do you want to create mouth-watering fanfic between Lucius Malfoy, Draco Malfoy and Harry P. Potter? Do you want to create more fan art of Percy Jackson and more fanfic? Do you want to build an elaborate world like Middle Earth with an entire new language and fall victim to world builder's disease? If that's what you want, then you've come to the right place. Now, a little recap. I have no idea what's behind this, by the way. Oh, yeah, our 3 events that I hope would happen for the year, that I hope would happen. There will be a campus fair first. So what happens is, back in my old school, before Changshu, China, we learned, it was history class. We learned about the Black Plague, basically. And we learned about the bogus treatments to the Black Plague. Like, for example, crushed emeralds in drinks. That's one cure. Rubbing chicken ass on the bumps.
I know that.
That's another method. There's also peeing on the wound and stuff like that. And so what we did for the big project is that the whole grade, we held a medieval market. So what happens is we tried to sell our cures.
Actually.
So each of us was assigned a cure. I got the chicken bum. I got that one.
You have to get a chicken bum.
No. We got 3 chicken puppets, and we were demonstrating it to them and stuff. It was super fun. But basically, what we did was we tried to act as medieval bogus scammer merchants, and we tried to sell this. We tried to convince them. So in the Exodus, verse 15, chapter 4, it is explicitly stated that the effects of an ass can alleviate all symptoms and blah blah blah. So we did something like that, and so basically I want to do something here. What could happen, right? The first is, the more boring one, but still, all of your works from the season whatever. So all of your works, your proud works, you can put them on display. Everything we did, we're gonna put them on display. Each of us is gonna have a little stall, and you can talk to people about it. That's the first option. The second option is, when you're in here, we're going to world build, right? Remember Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth, that crap. We're gonna do that. We are going to do that. Period. So what would happen is, when you walk out of here, I hope you can have your own world that you can set projects in and stuff. And what we will do in this case, right? We'll be selling stuff we made up from our own world. Now, for instance, I could have a Lovecraftian horror world. I can build a world like that. And what I'll be selling, maybe there's a dish called Cthulhu tendrils, right? And I'll cook something up that resembles Cthulhu tendrils, and I'll try to sell them. And it's basically gonna be a big fun D&D role playing.
I love that idea.
That's the first event. Now, second event, a bit more studious now, would be a competition across all UWCs. Currently, I know for a fact, I know that CSC would be participating, but I'll also be reaching out to UWC AC, to UWC Wababash. Yeah.
Okay, this is a good.
So it's gonna be like a cross campus thing.
It's gonna be
I
cool.
love that.
It's more like it's more of a peer like. So the different UWC get to know each other.
Exactly.
Not as competitive.
Yeah, not as competitive. I'm thinking more of like peer reviews and stuff, so we can like link them together. So yeah, this is the second event, and the third event is basically boom, a magazine. This is the publishing magazine that we currently have. So if you have any short works, so for instance that 100-word story, if you really liked it, or if you wanted to expand on it, or if you did expand on it, you can feel free to submit it here, and they'll get it published. I'll talk to them, and they'll do some like editing inside, and then probably they'll publish it to like the big community.
Yeah.
Because this is the PVLC, and they work under this big, not corporation, big firm called Inkwell, which hosts competitions and is quite big in like in Asia. I submitted to them first.
Actually.
Yeah.
Have you ever won anything?
Okay, let me see.
Let me see.
I won publications. That's what I won.
Mm.
So they hold competitions, and if you submit and get in, your submissions will be published on their magazine, and if you're like the top 3, you'll probably get like, I don't know, a €100 prize or something. I think I haven't won in a long time, so. Right, that is the third event. Now, we're also going to be, since this is like a storytelling focused workshop, right? We're also going to be hosting workshops, and you'll be learning how to like plan stories, craft narratives, manage the itty gritty bitty stuff, right? And if you take photography, we'll have like this whole community, hopefully, to like interpret and give suggestions and such, right? Oh yeah, and these are some case studies that I currently can make. Avatars in both like Arrow Boy and the Blue Cat People one. Yeah. And this is what you can get out of it. I'm not gonna read this, you can read this. Alright. Now, I think, so next session we're gonna be talking about, this is a big spoiler, but we're gonna be talking about what makes a story. So what counts as a story? Cause
we could maybe make some posters.
We could like yeah. During this 1 week, yeah, we can make some. But ideally, I want you guys to focus on your like academics first, because I know that we have math tests. Do you take global? Yeah, well.
I already had a math test, so it's fine. I have lots of free time. I'll cook something up.
Ooh.
I'll put it in the kitchen.
Be cooking.
That's crazy. No, I love the concept. I think I didn't realize how world building focused this thing is. because I'm actually really really interested in building. I watch a lot of YouTube videos about like world building. You know what I'm talking
The
about?
worldsmith.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find it really interesting.
It is. It's like you get to create your own system.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the point. Like even like what they call this like power systems. Like I watch like a couple power systems. Like, it's like really stupid, but like yeah, I find it really interesting.
I
like
am the master of the system, and I can level up
yeah
by myself.
I swear the amount of like like it's so annoying right now. I hate especially like because I read a lot. I read a lot of like graphic novels.
Ooh.
And so right now like the most like the trendy graphic novels right now is like what's I forgot the term, like when you die and then you come back to like the past and you know all the information.
Reincarnation.
Yeah, there's so many graphic novels nowadays that's the same topic, and I feel like world building it's not as expounded as anymore. Because they're basically like taking the setting and then just changing the characters, and it's like do you get what I'm saying?
It gets oversaturated
exactly
very quickly because the concept is very simple, and
you gotta get like not so much like basically you just gotta. For me, I want to like do like contrasting ideas for world building, but like if you really want to make an original piece, you have to literally like be extremely random. Like it needs to be like I don't know, like a combination of I have no idea what to say.
I get that. I don't know, bro. Cause
yeah, we're gonna focus a lot on world building.
Crazy, but yeah.
Right.
I love world building so much. Like one of my favorite comics is like really really random. Like there's a comic I read that they throw fruits. It's a sport.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's the biggest sport in their world. And there's like a bunch of fruits. It's called fruit stacking. So like there's two characters. They're like in an arena, and basically they have to stack as much fruits as they can. But at the same time they need to like throw up another person's, and each fruit is different, right? So like it's like Pokemon at the same time, because like each competitor has like a certain fruit that they love to use. For example, like durian is really spiky, so like if they throw it hard enough, the physics is insane in this comic. If you throw it hard enough, all the spikes is gonna explode. Do you get it? It's such an interesting concept. Like, do you get it?
I do.
I love world buildings like that.
And so is the comics purely focused on the games?
It is like there's it's like Pokemon, like like there's a bunch of arenas in different like different parts of the region, and basically the character he wants to be the best fruit stacking athlete there is in that world. Basically, do you get it? It's basically like literally Pokemon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially, you have a core concept and you expand out of it. But in this case, the world building we're gonna do is that we're going to expand out of the core concept, and then we're going to expand it like a durian with its spikes. So, not only will you have the competition, like not only will you structure your own like rules and stuff for that specific game or like that conventional or unconventional game, you'll also be structuring like stakeholders for the game. Like what sponsors and their role in this stuff. You're gonna be explaining the world, why this game is so prominent, why everyone loves it. Exactly. Maybe like 100 years ago, a hero killed like the some
character with a fruit.
Yeah, a fruit or something.
I love that concept, bro. I just love concepts.
That's basically what we're gonna do, while creating a story within it. Right, and I think now it's time for a little exercise. Right, so now it's it's a big no, not physical work. Well, mentally straining, but okay, not straining. Right. Oh, actually, would you look at that? Would you look at that?
I love that.
Would you look at that? Crazy. Okay, describe your friend.
Wait, that's actually crazy. We're just talking
about
it.
Bro, like I said, bro. Describe your friends using only similes and metaphors about fruits. What? What? Luis's brain is like a half-eaten durian. Crazy.
Alright.
Right. It doesn't need to be like me, you need. It can be anyone.
Are we just coming up with this like without writing anything down?
Ideally, you should be writing stuff down, but I don't know. You can write it down. You can tell them, and then said that it's an exercise in Lewis's.
What's a good
class.
fruit? Let me think of something exotic.
Ooh,
What's a good fruit, bro?
a honeydew.
A honeydew. Not my type of fruit.
Mm.
What's a good simile? Fergus's hair is like a rambutan? Like what? Do you know
Mads.
You can
other people?
describing as in you can describe their words, their accent, their internal states, the way they carry themselves. So for example, I can say, Aisha, right? I'll make a simile for Aisha. Aisha is like an avocado.
What? Why?
Soft on the no wait no not Aisha not Aisha fuck why is she the first person who came to my mind? Okay, goddamn, Marinos. Marinos is like an avocado. Soft and nutritious on the outside.
Hard.
But hard.
And nutty.
And
inside.
but hard and hard on the inside, while she maintains the ability to reproduce. Or something. Yeah, you know.
Okay.
He's like an avocado.
Mads' hair is like a pineapple.
Ooh, okay.
Who's mad?
The way it's yellow and sour.
Ooh, nice. Wait, you tasted his hair?
No. But like it looks sour. Like
sour.
just like the physical appearance of his hair looks sour. Your turn.
Let me think of something. I don't know. I want to like have a really unique fruit because I want to be unique. What's a unique fruit? A star fruit.
Ooh,
A star
okay,
fruit.
okay.
Let me think of a star fruit. Star fruits are slimy and sweet and sour.
Don't.
I don't know, bro. What's a good?
You can take like a very common fruit and take a weird spin on it. So like take an aspect for a fruit that you wouldn't really consider. So you can say someone blah 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 is like a watermelon, and you compare them to the skin of a water. So
Alright,
like
I'm gonna say something about a watermelon.
yeah, okay.
My roommate is like a watermelon
Mm-hmm.
Why?
because he is saturated and wet.
Ooh, saturated with what?
With
That's
brain rot.
who's this guy's roommate? Now I'm interested.
Ooh.
I don't know, bro. Generally, I'm not. I know. I know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say this person's name,
Okay.
but they're like
Uh-huh.
a tomato
A tomato.
because you can't distinguish them from a vegetable or a fruit.
Ooh! That's nice. That's nice. All right. See, this is what I'm done.
Next exercise.
Next prompt. Boom. You're on Mars and you hear a dog bark. What's happening?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah, what's happening?
Well, obviously, there's only two situations out of this.
What do you mean? Go.
There's one, a computer, playing it in the distance, and it's signaling for someone to come over. And once the person comes over, it lets out a trap and captures them.
Ooh.
Or there's a dog that's evolved to be on Mars, but it's stuck to the sand because the Mars gravity is so high that it actually was in the sand for so long that only its mouth is out of the thing.
I see.
I was thinking of something really stupid, like you know how like they experiment on dogs and they send it to space.
The Sputnik.
Yeah. So like I was thinking of like how the dogs are because like sound waves, sound particles, they move forward until like they have something to bounce back off. So what if a dog that was sent out of space was barking loudly, and that bark was being sent out to space, and for some coincidentally you were on Mars and you were hearing barking on like on space.
I see.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay. Now that I think about it, so you mentioned sound waves. However, right, there's no oxygen or air or any mediums in space or on Mars for sound waves to travel to.
Oh yeah.
Right? So technically you cannot hear anything that does not happen within your own suit. So you can hear your breathing, you can hear your heartbeats, you can hear your steps, because your feet is connecting with your spacesuit on the ground.
Oh yeah, space doesn't have sound. I forgot.
Yeah, so there's no sound. So what I had in mind, right, because there's no sound, is either A, there's a supernatural being at the back of your head
controlling your brain,
who is telling you that there's a barking in the distance, right? Because you can't. There's no way that you can hear barks, right? Or you're in a big dome and you just didn't realize it. You're in a big dome that is put there.
Like the Truman Show.
Yeah, like the Truman Show. You just don't realize it, and then you're actually being spied on by other beings.
That's
and
crazy.
They're watching you, and they forgot they forgot to put that thing in, or they put that in to just test what you would do.
Okay.
Right? Okay, so
that's what I also like, expanding on the ghost idea. I was thinking now maybe like a parasite like got into your suit somehow, and it's connected to your brain.
Ooh.
And now it's playing effects that from your past, and it's trying to lead you to this cave so that you can be eaten by all the other parasites.
See, now we have like 3 seasons worth of stuff, of content right there, right?
That's crazy. Usually these types of stories, you find them like in intros of like in world building like stories. You find them in intros.
Yes, they're
like
usually
it helps like you imagine like what's like life on this crazy planet, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
What else? My initial thought actually was like this is a music video.
Ooh.
Like this is a music video and you just hear barking from like, cause like, whatever.
What does the
Dog
say?
say?
Right, prompt 3. 3 things you don't expect to be useful at the end of the world, but actually is. And you get to decide what the end of the world is. So if you come up with something, you gotta tell us your version of the end of the world.
Okay. What are these images?
This is Ice
So
Age?
for me, right? For me, my end of the world is a robo-apocalypse. So AI has gained sentience because we want to reverse global warming. But they reverted it a bit too much, and now we're back in the Ice Age. And in the Ice Age, you'll need long johns to survive, right? Because you'll need to maintain homeostasis. You need to be warm. So you wouldn't really expect long johns to be really important in a AI-induced 4th Ice Age, right? Long johns wouldn't be the first word you think of when I say AI-induced 4th Ice Age. So something like that. Give it a thought.
Okay. For me, the end of the world is a zombie apocalypse. If all your friends and family and everyone you have no way of contacting them, or they're gone, that's the end of the world for me. I'm very revolved. Like if I didn't have anyone who like I could contact, I'd just go insane. Like I couldn't be by myself for like just living by myself. with just zombies. That'd be the end of the world for me. So I think the first thing is mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yeah.
What kind? Like
Hallucinogens.
hallucinogens.
No, not hallucinogens. That may be a good idea, but not for the end of the world.
For a Friday night, maybe.
Perhaps. No, I'm just playing. Mushrooms, because they require very little sunlight, water, or like any nutrients, because they'll grow.
That was me, honestly.
So yeah, that's what I'd use for my food. If I didn't have any access to anything, like I was just like in a concrete building in the middle of nowhere that was just the safest place, no food, and within a 50-mile radius. Another essential would be probably like a downloaded playlist. I need music.
That was what I was about to say.
I need
because my end of the world is just people disappearing and like you're the only person left, or like at least like the world time stop. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's people, but like nobody's moving, and like you're the only person moving, and then like you're traveling all over the world, and then I was about to say like the only thing that was working in the world where time stop is your music player that's like playing music.
That's a good idea though.
Like you're just journeying all over the earth and like with your downloaded playlist.
Damn. Okay.
And everybody's just like this.
Yeah.
And then like yeah.
Okay, regarding that time stop thing, okay, this is unrelated, but I think it would be a really cool concept if it's like, okay, you've traveled, right? Time stop for everyone else.
You're mental.
And you traveled a lot, right? And you've grown accustomed to people just being there, and you mess with them and stuff.
Yeah.
And usually you get tired, but one day you see other people walking.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. That's a film.
Ooh.
It is. I don't know the name. I know it's not a film. It's a TV show. It's like an old, not like super old. It was like early 2000s British show. Mm-hmm. They did a thing where, it was like a horror. It was like just one single episode.
Ooh.
And it was about how a guy, like he could freeze time at his will. Or I mean, no, I think time froze completely. But then he went all around his city, didn't see anyone, and then he saw this girl. And then he realized that when he freezes time, no one like else can move except for this girl. And then I think the girl was like a monster trying to like find to kill him.
Ooh.
What? Okay, that was unexpected.
That's it.
I thought it was gonna be a rom-com or something like that.
Yeah. And my third item would definitely be like a suit that I can just like grapple onto things with and pull myself up, and like just like a mechanical suit that's like lightweight, and I could just shoot things like Spider-Man and like latch onto buildings, you know?
I see.
Yeah.
Justice.
Yeah.
For Gotham.
Yeah.
I see. Next prompt? Next prompt. Think about it.
How would the world be different if we didn't evolve from primates instead it evolved from sentient bananas? The way we have a lot of shared DNA with bananas that people realize.
How would it work differently? Well, okay, first of all, will we be able to move? No.
I think we would be. Because plants, they do.
Oh wait! If
they
you have
just
a
move
brain,
really
then
slow.
you're gonna probably develop some sort of muscles, right? Because if you're a sentient banana, you have to have like something that's like
making you sentient.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe. I don't know. If we're not gonna think biologically, like just like put that in the box somewhere first.
Okay.
I just think, what would be sentient banana? What do bananas have? Okay, I'm thinking of a political thing. Like, okay, there is this one huge city, and it's just all banana people. and then they're because we have a thing in the Philippines, we call it puso ng saging, which means heart of the banana. Do you know what that is? It's like the red thing like in bananas. You don't know what that is?
The red thing in banana.
Yeah, they do. They have that. Like,
Maybe in the Philippines.
no, bro. It's it's in every
that.
banana. Wait, heart of a banana. So basically, like bananas. Do you know there's like the bananas? They're all together, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's like a thing. That, like families, they all come from the same like banana stem.
Ah.
We can think of something like a heart of banana. And then we have like this thing, this red thing. Do you know what this is?
Oh.
This is where
Is
baby bananas came from, I think. I don't know.
The incubation chamber.
Exactly. That there's this city and there's this huge red like they call it the heart of the banana.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a heart though. But we call it the heart, and then inside that's where they all make the sentient banana people.
I feel like if it was if we were all sentient bananas, we'd lean into like the dark comedy aspect.
Okay. The premise is, you're never human. It's not like your brain, your mind is transported into a banana. No. You're always a banana. Your ancestors are bananas. Humans don't exist. No, humans do exist, but they're still apes. They're still primates.
Also, we're the prey of.
Yeah, so we're the prey of the humans in this case. So now we're thinking in the perspective of bananas. See?
Okay. Wait, can we communicate with each other though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's just say you're that thing.
And we're talking to each other.
Yeah.
So something like sausage party. Somewhere.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, I gotta go to another thing.
Right.
See you
ya.
guys.
See ya.
I love this session. Coming next week.
Bro, I think I gotta wrap it up as well.
Oh shit! What time is it?
4:20.
Okay. Yeah. Let's wrap it up. All right. That's prompt 4. I think that's prompt 5. This is gonna be homework then. Another 100-word snippet.
Oh, this is the homework.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me screenshot this.
So write a 100-word snippet of a folktale and have us guess what it is. I make it super elusive, but stick to the original material.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome. Is there anything else?
Oh yeah, that's the agenda.
Okay.
I don't know how to work with less people, but there's definitely gonna be more coming.
Yeah, I think Lewis is definitely gonna get some more people.
Yeah.
Cause he's a very social dude.
And we have this. But yeah, the end. Bye bye.
Awesome.